Hey everyone, this is Scott from Forgot to Grow Podcast. Welcome to our The Deadly Class Season 1 Episode 1 Thoughts video. Just finished watching the first episode of the new show, Deadly Class, which is based off this graphic novel about a school where kids are being trained to be murderers. As soon as I heard that, I was like, I'm 100% in. And after I finished watching this one, I'm even more so in. I need the rest of this season ASAP. I freaking love this show. It was just great. I didn't know 100% what to expect. I had seen the trailer that was released during one of the Comic-Cons, and that had got me pretty intrigued because it looked pretty awesome. A bunch of teenagers being trained to murder people. That sounds like a cool concept. And so once it came out, I was pretty excited to check it out. It was hard to find because they don't like giving it to us Canadians who don't like having cable. But eventually I was able to get the first episode, and I just freaking loved it. I just finished watching it, and between the kind of like gruesome kind of violence, the aesthetic, the music choice, I just really enjoyed it. I thought everyone did a great job embodying these psycho kids who you just kind of believe are definitely a little bit, who are definitely, you can believe are killers, and you just kind of just jump right into this world where you're like, yeah, there's a school full of where these kids are being trained to be like assassins and murderers, so you got to go with it. And I was on board right away. I thought it started off really great. I just really liked the aesthetic of the show and just the concept behind it. Like their one-term assignment that's worth 0.5% of the market is for them to go kill somebody. So it's like, that's really interesting. And the fact that there's all these different characters like that fit into these, cliche high school cliques, but there's a little bit more, dark of a twist on them being murderers, or some of them murderers, being trained to be murderers, I should say. But yeah, overall, I just really enjoyed it. I like that we're focusing on this one kid who's kind of has this one perception about him. Like everyone sees him as one way, but he's kind of a little different. But he is a little bit like what they said, because he is a killer. He is definitely a killer. But I like that then they pair him off with this guy who's a pacifist, who's pretending to be all tough and whatnot, an OG as he puts it. But in reality, he doesn't really want to do that. So I like that they paired those two up. I'm just really, really curious to check out the rest of this season and just discover this story a little bit more. I'm excited to get to reading this graphic novel. I only just recently bought it, so I'm excited to see how those two compare, how well a job they did of adapting it from the source material. But yeah, overall, I just really enjoyed this first episode, and I'm just really excited to get to some more episodes in this season. But that's just my general quick thoughts about this first episode. But what did you all think? If you've seen it, or not, are you curious about checking it out? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thanks again for joining me today, and have a good one.